Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Everything you need to know about me and my readings will be in the description box below. There is a possibility that this could be a stay-at-home mom read. If you know, you know. um, it's one of those days. Like, my son typically loves for me to do my thing. He loves to do his thing. I have a son that's very independent. In fact, he will not let me be overbearing, even though I have that tendency. I have had to heal that with having such an independent child. Okay, but he's not quite feeling himself in this moment right now. So there's a possibility that as the energy is moved through and cleared the fuck out, that there could be like some moments. Okay, so just you'll have to bear with me, or you can always come back once the video is uploaded. And I usually, like, a lot of the interruptions won't even be a thing that you'll have to sit through. But during the actual recording, sometimes it can take a little time for me to get back to the camera, or it could get loud. This depends on what's going on. Okay. What else do I want to say? I think that's it. This is going to be an all signs tap in. Whatever you need to know. So I got my water. I lotion my hands. They don't really look lotion, but I lotion my hands. Oh, I'm having an OCD moment. Like, it's just I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, it's just the incense left over from a previous read. But I really, I just need it to be gone. I can't do this reading with it all the time. I was like, it's not that serious, just whatever. But no, I can't. I have to. All right. I'm gonna get my handy dandy Timu handbag, and let me mute it because it gets loud. Actually, some of you like the sound of a vacuum cleaner, so here's a little ASMR. Okay. Alright, I suggest that you finish your breakfast if you want your donuts, okay? Of course, you don't have to, but you're not getting those donuts till you eat real food, even if it trickles over into lunch. Getting that body. Getting that body where you got that appetite back and feeling like yourself, feeling like the boss that you are. Alright. Alright, so thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I ask that you protect and guide me as I dive in and out of the collective's energy. I command all monitoring spirits to go deaf, all evil eyes to go blind, and all low vibrational energy to take a motherfucking knee. Alright, so whatever you need to know, starting with Aries. Alright, Aries. Whatever you need to know. King of Wands in reverse. Someone's angry or mad here at a decision you've made. Two of Swords. Someone could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius that is pissed the fuck off with the King of Wands. They could be pissed the fuck off. They could be stubborn. They could be resistant to some kind of decision that's been made here, possibly by a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Or this is a decision that had to be made regarding a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It could also be the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that is angry. Let's continue and see. Aries, this King of Wands energy is you. Okay, so someone could be mad at you because of the decision you've made. Okay, they're feeling like this is not the right decision for you. Someone is in resistance to change and resistance to a decision you've made that could possibly change things. Yeah, someone doesn't like the decision that you're making and you don't seem to give a fuck about it. You don't seem to give a fuck about it. Okay, some of you are cross watchers. Some of you are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius cross watchers. But you seem so unbothered, whoever you are, whoever I'm talking to. You're unbothered by the decision, by someone's reaction to a decision that's been made. It is what it is. What does Aries need to know right now? Yeah, Four of Swords. You've healed. So even if you did have an issue, even if you did have an issue, I feel like somebody's healed. Whatever like could have arise from being resistance to this change. Someone has also healed some kind of fear that they've had, or someone's going through a healing process where they were afraid. Someone's going to be mad, someone's going to be irritated, someone's not going to like the decision that I've made. This was like creating this feeling of tension or even butterflies in your stomach. You just decided to make a choice. It could be for the better in your life. It could be the choice that has alleviated you from stress, from anxiety, or even from someone else's pessimism or aggression. Someone else who wants to be able to affect you negatively. They can't fuck with you. They can't fuck with your mood. And I feel like the decision you made was for the best here. It came through after a lot of healing. Okay, so it's a well thought out decision. You could have chose a different route, and maybe there was a seed of doubt, like where you would have chosen a different route, but you healed. You healed the indecision. You healed the conflicting energy. It was what? Split energy? Someone has split energy and they don't have split energy anymore. This could be even someone who is like, I'm putting my fucking foot down. Like, I don't give a fuck how you feel now. You're gonna have to fucking deal with it. Or you don't have to. Like, I'm hearing somebody who's like, you don't have to. And you could take that as it resonates, but I've made a fucking decision. You can take it, but you don't have to. But there is some kind of action that would need to be taken if they don't want to accept the decision. But it's going to be the way that it is. Someone wanted you to be isolated or feel isolated. Someone wanted you to not be able to connect. I feel like this is what you were in resistance to. So your resistance actually was good for you in whatever this situation is, I'm feeling. We have Raven in reverse. Yes, something was keeping you stagnant. Someone wanted to keep you stagnant. Someone did not want you to transform. They did not want you to be able to make up your mind or find your mind or know your truth. For some of you, this is a shapeshifter, someone that you connected to, you gave your energy to. This person tried to woo you or swoo you or put on a good front to try to get you to see things differently. This is fuckery, sorcery, and this person is not able to do this to you anymore because your truth is coming back to you. It's returning to you. Someone is like a fucking magnet. Every time that vision or whatever they saw, whatever they see, when they feel like they've lost it and they experience like a moment of insecurity or not seeing themselves clearly, it's like it comes right back. All they need to do is release whatever it was that attacked their security, their confidence, their knowing of self, their independence, whatever it was that attacked you. And the moment that you let it go, it's like you set your hand free and your confidence returns to you. Someone is learning this. This is like mastery over self, but it's a mastery over a specific aspect of self, and I feel like it has everything to do with your confidence. You are someone who is like very confident in your own divine right. And you attract a lot of confident energies, but you also attract a lot of very insecure energies who want to take your confidence from you. We have nymph. Yeah, you're sexy, magnetic, attractive is what I'm getting here. Um, you could even be like, you may not even know just how attractive you are. Someone is like very jealous or envious. They covet your attractiveness. It's like what they wish. But I don't know if you're older than this person. It's like, or even if you're younger or something like that. Like they wish, it's like that's who they want to be when they grow up, or like when they get older, or they wish they could have looked like you when they, I don't know, somebody goes through some kind of like wanting to be you or wishing they could be in your shoes or live your life or some shit like that. Okay, so someone's roaming, someone's confused, someone doesn't know what to do. This could have been the energy that you were in or that you were resistant to. You could have actually been so resistant to it that it happened to you. Okay, so as soon as you realize this, there's the aggression and tension. That is what is like allowing this energy to affect you. So when you release, it's okay to be triggered, it's okay to be upset, but once you realize what it is, I feel like you're going to go right back to being unbothered because you literally didn't give a fuck. You had already made a decision. This is not someone who's worthy, or whatever this is that they're angry about, it wasn't worthy of you giving a fuck about their anger. It was irrelevant. So as soon as you get back to that place of certainty and clarity, that they can feel however the fuck they want to, and it really doesn't have a true effect on you, because honestly the only thing they can do is be mad and keep them. You're in this King of Wands energy, which means this person can't, it's like they're keeping themselves stuck in some kind of prison. It's like someone being angry and rageful and they want to like hit you and punch you, or, you know, it's like they're hitting a closed door, a steel door. They can't affect you truly anymore. Not in the way that they're used to. So this person is just keeping themselves stuck in a cycle. They're keeping themselves stuck in a rut. And as soon as you realize that their anger, their rage, how they feel about something, it really has no bearing on who you are, what you're doing, or what you're going to be able to do or accomplish, then I feel like the confidence, the ease, the unbothered energy, even this protection is going to return to you. This is someone who's like making you their gatekeeper. They're like forcing you to be. And honestly, you may not even be doing the job. So this person is like gatekeeping themselves or keeping themselves stuck in some kind of mental hell or imprisonment. All right, Taurus. Taurus. Whatever you need to know for Taurus. All of the readings won't be the same amount of time. I'm just kind of filling out the energy and seeing how much I have to give in each of these frequencies. All right, Taurus. Ooh, I love this. You have a new beginning coming, Taurus. The Fool. You have a new beginning. You have fresh new energy that's coming to you. I don't know if you guys have noticed, like today, if this is happening whenever you find a video, because it's general, it's timeless, but the day right now, currently while I'm recording it, the sun has been peeking out and going away. So I don't know if there's like, it doesn't look like a lot of clouds. It's actually very beautiful out right now, but it was kind of looking gray for a second and the sky wasn't as blue. Now all of a sudden it's super blue, the sun is out, but it was like peeking in and out. So there's some doubt or uncertainty as to whether or not something is transforming and if there's a new beginning, but there is. And I feel like whatever the new beginning is going to be very pleasing to you. This could have something to do with your connection to a Leo, possibly with the Fool energy. Yeah, okay. Leo and Taurus. Maybe you have those placements. You may have Leo placements, Taurus. But the Hangman in reverse, you're being set free. This is illumination. Okay, this is illumination, clarification. It's like a relief. Something is a relief here. You are having experiencing some kind of fear, but you're getting out of this fear-based energy. That fear-based energy actually could have been your past, or it could have been rooted in some kind of past situation or dynamic. Even it could have been a connection. Honestly, you could have been put into spiritual protection. So spiritual imprisonment and spiritual protection are actually like the same things, but it's how you experience it. Whether you know that spirit, some people feel like it's life working against them, and then others are aware and truly know that it's spirit working for them. Okay, so I feel like this is where you weren't sure if something rocked your uncertainty of whether or not life was trying to work against you, or if this was happening for your benefit, for your protection, for your liberation. So this could be new information. This could be the new beginning. Okay, I'm being liberated. This is a good thing. Okay, that's where I'm getting like the sun in and out, not sure, unsure, uncertainty, ungrounded, not fully like acclimated to a new reality. You could have already hit a new beginning for some of you, and you just got your feet wet and you're just like not steady yet. So you have, I feel like you've experienced a spiritual level up, and this is new ground. Things are actually, they can only get better. The better it gets, the better it gets. And when you level up, it's only definitely going to get better for you. But you have to hold on to that vision, that faith. Otherwise, you could become ungrounded. For some of you, you're still in the air. You haven't even made it there yet. But you are just aware that what you're headed to, you can see how life is about to be. There's something that's in front of you, I feel, that you've gotten certainty or clarity about. Well, yeah, see, I split the deck, and look, the Emperor and Justice. Okay, so some of you are moving into your divine energy, and you know this. A lot of you could feel that this is like a reckoning, like you had to work hard for this. People could have been against you or trying to keep you from moving into this energy of independence. This is like control, dominance over your own life, but also it's this respectable energy where others also see you the way you mean to be seen. Okay. And it's not about what you're doing on the outside, it's the energy that you carry. But a lot of times we can, I don't know, be shifted or swayed by other people's opinions, or even self-doubt. Okay, so I feel like this is what you're conquering or being released from, and you could have been put into spiritual protection. Yeah, see, I just you had a loving connection, but it conflicts you because the connection is burdensome from someone from your past here. And so whoever this person is from the past, they wanted you to believe that the connection is easy, it's free, it's, you know, it's no big deal, and it's loving, or it's nostalgic. Someone wanted it to be what it used to be, but it isn't. You have new clarity. You have new feelings. Someone is trying to just root you back into the past when everything was okay. But right now, in this moment, whatever they're doing or however they're moving, however they're being, is not okay. So to go to sleep to a reality where things were okay, but currently this person is not making things okay, then I don't know, but I'm just hearing like, little bitch, get out my way. I don't know if this is a masculine, a feminine dynamic. It could be masculine energy to feminine energy. You could be stepping into your masculine energy and someone wants you to be in feminine energy. They want you to be more pliable, moldable. They want you to be under their control, and that's just not what's happening here. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this could be someone that you run from, actually, because you have fear that this is what they do to you. They make you lose a sense of control over yourself. Their vision, their version of you is the only one that can like live, or it's the only way that it can go. Someone is overbearing and controlling, and I feel like you were trying to get out of that, and maybe you had fear that you weren't out of that, that you were going back into this trap. But I feel like even if this was what you were feeling, you're about to feel that liberation, that certainty that this is something that you've overcome, and that it's not happening again. So this is like fight or flight mode, and I feel like you are not doing either. You could be being still until you're able to tell. But I feel like this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this is what you're not going to do. Yeah, Eight of Wands in reverse. Something wanted to push you to move quicker, faster, to rush towards something that you were uncertain of. Or even run away from something that you were certain of, that did feel, make you feel good. So that's not happening anymore. You're not being pushed or swayed or moved by someone's energy the way that you used to. You're aware of it, but it doesn't have the same hold or control or effect that it once did. Queen of Swords in reverse. So confusion, going from confusion to clarity. Going from confusion to enlightenment. What's the Knight of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, unbothered. You may have resonated with Aries reading. Actually, this could have been something that you've been unbothered by for a while. So this could have came in to test you to see if you would do the same thing again. How would you overcome this? It could just be to create this dynamic of certainty and confidence within self so that you don't need the spiritual imprisonment. So you could have healed that need for the spiritual imprisonment where you were not able to have this kind of power or this kind of these boundaries or this self-reliance that you have gotten so comfortable and used to. Something came in to try to see if that's still who you are, if you can still do it or be it or have it by yourself. It's like a test. Someone tried to test you is what I feel. So it could have undergrounded you temporarily, but in the long run, this is going to create an opportunity for you to move forward, knowing that you're good with or without this, I say spiritual imprisonment, spiritual protection. Not that you don't want spirit's protection. It's like knowing that you already have it no matter what. But sometimes spiritual protection can't, like I said, it's a mindset. It can feel like imprisonment, but that is a matrix of the mind where you feel like you're only safe if you don't cross this line. You're only safe if you don't do this thing. But that's not true. Your protection, it goes with you. So where you go, your protection will go also. So you don't have to fear certain places, certain people, certain circumstances anymore. It's okay for you to go into them. You'll be able to come out of them just as easily and with the same whatever that you went into it with, you can come out of it with. All right, let's see. Let's get a couple more for Taurus. What's significant here with this reading for Taurus, whatever they need to know? King of Cups, significant. All right, you had gotten to a place where you were feeling like it was safe for you to be kind. It was safe enough for you to be emotionally vulnerable and open. You felt like it was safe for you to trust your intuition. Okay, you could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Pisces. There's like this forgiveness energy, this trust energy, this feeling of happiness and welcoming, like your arms were open. Someone was trying to confuse that, or that could have been old fear here that was coming to confuse that. It could have been by someone that has proven to be untrustworthy. So it's just that you don't trust this certain individual, but it doesn't change all of the other things that you are feeling surrounding the connection. For some of you, this is like family. So it could be one family member that you really don't trust, or one family member that, gives you a bad vibe, but it doesn't mean that everyone else on the other side of that one family member feels the same way. So this could be like almost having someone who is like a spokesperson for the family, or they're like the head of the family, and this person kind of makes you feel like they're guarded, they're closed off, they're cold or detached and controlling or whatever it is. But behind them is all of this warmth, all of this love, all of this welcoming. That's what I'm getting. Like there's one person here that seems to be a blockage to what it is that you're feeling internally. You could be feeling a connection to other people outside of this one person that you keep meeting with. So that's where the confusion is coming from. It's the one person that is coloring a light I feel for other people. I don't even know why I'm getting that, because nothing on this, like there's nothing on these cards. But the King of Cups, that's just like a father figure. So typically the father takes on the lead role, the leadership role. They're the father, the father, the leader. Okay, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. This is some kind of situation where there's some kind of, it says diplomatic. It's weird. I feel like this is a situation where something is trying to take shape, something is trying to be created, but someone's trying to do it in a diplomatic way, but the person, that's like in order, okay? Help me with this, because I'm feeling this energy, but I can't get it. Spirit, help me with these words. Demon. Feminine energy, yin. And the key. There's a key person in this situation that uses feminine energy deceptively. That's where this demon energy is. Who they portray themselves to be is not really what's going on in the inside. Like the King of Cups can tend to hide a lot, but what they're hiding is warmth. What they're hiding is welcome. It could be this person with this demon energy. They want something from you. They could covet your feminine energy. You have to behave a certain way or give them a certain measure of respect. You have to give them your immortal soul. It's kind of that type of situation here where someone wants you to be a certain way before they open this door. It's like they feel that they are the key to something happening for you. This could be someone who's creating a blockage in a family dynamic where this person is pretending to be the only key with which you can access this version of life, this reality, or even these family members. They're actually the blockage to it. Why would someone do that from the flames of hell? This person feels that they're in hell. So like I said, okay, both of you could have been in spiritual imprisonment. You could be going through transformation. But this could be a family member of yours who feels like this is imprisonment with the demon energy. They feel like they're being punished. It feels like hell. But for you, it feels warm. It's inviting. For you, you feel safe. You feel protected. So this person is trying to color something dark for you that actually is warm or welcoming. This person is, whoever this is, you have somebody that is coloring something very dark and making something look like it's not where you want, like what you want to do, where you want to be, what you want to pursue. They're like trying to color something for you. This is emotional manipulation. The yin and the demon, this is someone trying to manipulate your reality, how you see something, by connecting with you emotionally. They're using your feminine energy against you. What's the key? Yeah, the Empress in reverse. Okay, see, the Empress is the most love in the deck. It's all of the warmth, it's all of the love, it's all of the nurturing. Okay, someone's trying to change this dynamic here. For some of you, this is your baby father or your baby's mother that wants to color or change how people view you or see you. They could even be doing this to your children. That's sick if they are. But demon, they're a fucking demon. Whoever this person is, I wish I had a book on this deck. I don't know if it came with a book. The temptation of living, the fear of regret. Whoever this person is, this demonic energy comes from their lack of security. It comes from their internal lack of security. They could have like this is literally childhood trauma walking. Like it never has healed. So much regret. Afraid to live outside of the shadows. This person is afraid to live outside of the shadows. And it comes from something in their childhood, in their past. They have like a resistance to believing in people who are kind, who are wise, who are forgiving, who have good nature. They don't believe in the goodness of other individuals because they don't believe in the goodness of themselves. They have yet to release themselves to actually move in this goodness. This could be someone who feeds off of other people's energy, like people who actually are kind, people who actually do heal, people who actually do have good intentions. They feed off of that energy, but they could end up taking it from you. They could absorb so much of your good nature that you start to feel drained, tired, irritable. So it's like swapping. Someone's trying to swap destinies with you. Swap destinies, swap energy, swap realities. This could be someone trying to make their reality more comfortable, more cozy, more sweet. But in doing that, because they're taking your energy, it makes your reality less comfortable, less sweet, even if it is. This is sorcery. It will not last. But I feel like someone does black magic. They do dark magic. This is bewitchery, honestly. I don't know if they're doing it intentionally and deliberately. The demon card tells me that they are, especially with the yin. Kind of looks like the magician. So this is like a dark warlock. Or they are controlled by a dark warlock energy or entity. And this is what they tend to do. They're snake-like. They always seek to disturb people's peace because they wish to be a part of it. It's kind of given like Adam, Eve betray you by speaking these sweet nothings into Eve's ear, knowing that it was going to tear apart all of what they had been set up with by God. It's like someone trying to destroy something that God has given you, or something is happening that's good in your life. This person is evil. This person is evil. They may be. Demon is typically an evil energy, but I didn't mean to say that. That just channeled out my mouth. I was going to say this person is envious, but envy can turn to something evil. It can bring evilness out of people, okay? Where they tend to never move in the light. They only move in the shadow. So likely as you're moving into this light energy, they're going to like run from you or flee from you. Okay. Lord have mercy. Gemini. Let's try a different deck. All right, Gemini. What you need to know right now. Whatever you need to know. For Gemini. Ooh, thank God. You have the Queen of Cups. You have the Queen of Cups. Some of you are in love, or you will be in love soon. Some of you have turned your back on someone that you actually trust. Someone who is a friend of yours. Maybe you did this to love yourself. This could be someone that you give a lot of love to. Oh, you haven't pulled those out in a long time. Okay. Yeah, you could be focused on self-love. Yeah, focus on self-love. King of Cups comes back out. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Nice. Okay. You could have turned your back, or someone that you turned your back on, or this could even be someone that turned their back on you, wants to reach out to you. They could see that you've like become closed off, or you may not be open anymore. They could feel that you're not open because this is someone who turned their back on you. It's like someone who may not be speaking up yet because they're not sure what they're going to get from you. But this could be your divine counterpart. For some of you, you're in a relationship with this person. You haven't said anything. You haven't spoken up. This could be someone who is forgiving you for turning your back on them or for going cold on them. This could be someone you were emotionally open with, but you had to detach from. Page of Pentacles, like messages. You could be receiving text messages, or you guys are having conversations, or you've been talking on the phone. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. There's a feminine here who is experiencing uncertainty of whether it was safe to love in this dynamic, but I don't feel like they're uncertain anymore. But it does feel as if they've turned their back on a connection in order to love on themselves. So it feels like they're open, but they have turned their attention into self. It could seem as if they've turned their attention to another person. Someone could be afraid that this person, has found someone else, but it honestly feels as if this person is loving themselves. What's the Page of Pentacles? Three of Swords. Okay. But there is a third party dynamic, or there was here. So there's a friend. It doesn't even have to be that this is a lover, but there is a friend or even a family member here that's getting in the way of a connection. I don't know if this is your connection. You could actually be the third party. Three of Swords, Page of Pentacles. There could be someone that you're friends with, but your friendship is creating a division between them and their person. What's the King of Cups? Dealing with the, Scorpio. This masculine could be a Scorpio. This feminine could be a Cancer. Or a Pisces. There's getting ready to be a transformation. There's getting ready to be a transformation. I feel like someone was closed off, detached, cold. Liam, stop. Not right here by the window. It's making too much noise. Someone was closed off, cold, and detached because they felt like they needed to be. There's a friendship here that was creating a division between them and their person. So they felt like they needed to turn their back. They needed to go cold. Yeah, maybe both of you had to separate or detach emotionally because of a third party situation. But okay, so maybe it's not a friendship. For some of you, it resonates as a family member. So it's like someone that you have to deal with. But when you do, you guys can't connect emotionally. Like, it's not safe for you. There's some kind of emotional manipulation that happens here when the two of you get close. It's like a friendship that is not good for your connection. It's just not good for your connection. The friendship, like, that's because you let someone in emotionally. So I mean, if you don't emotionally connect, then likely it's safe for you and your person to be together. But otherwise, you could have issues with like trusting certain things that you've already forgiven this person for. It's like it opens back up the wounds. Now, I don't know if this person is doing it intentionally and deliberately. It could just be the energy they carry. This person has a lot of unhealed wounds or unhealed issues, things that they're still working through, that the two of you have already worked through. So this person kind of roots you, or like they rip open that gaping wound all over again. Like you have to relive everything that you've already relived before. Somebody here in this connection, in this relationship, takes this connection on a cycle of pain where there's this consistent death to the connection. But the connection could survive if it didn't have this third party energy to like intervene. There's going to be a transformation here. Whoever this King of Cups energy is, like this masculine, already knows this, is aware of this, and could already be currently going through a transformation, or their third eye is becoming awakened to this situation and how this dynamic affects their connection with their person. Yeah, it's the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck too. For some of you, this is like a past situation where someone is realizing why something didn't go well from the past. Like why something could not heal, why they could not feel this person on an emotional level, why the connection did not move forward, even though they were both sure that they loved each other, that they wanted to love each other. What was it that was causing the problem? I feel like someone has solved it. They're realizing now that it was their friend or it was this family member or it was your friend or a family member that became a third party. They became this big gaping wound or this like obstacle to the two of you being of one heart, one mind, one soul. So I don't know if they're going to transform this whole connection or everything is about to change. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get another day. What's going on here for Gemini? Whew, boy, them friends and them family members. Friends and family. Beautiful things to have, but I'm telling you. It'd be like, what is all those? You know why Tyler Perry got 1,000 shows? The have-nots, the blah blah blahs, and the blah blah blahs, and they all so good with all of these like hidden secrets and oh my god, and did you notice such and such this? Because this is what the fuck happens in these close family dynamics. Like, whoo, shit. These friendships, it be a bunch of shit going on because everybody got their shit, but they're all collective with it. It's like it's all together. Drama, intrigue, mystery, betrayal, deception. This is like, yeah, it's giving like not Jerry Springer vibes, but more so Murray or something. I don't know. Just a lot. Like, what is going on? Okay, we have Pisces, the world. Okay, you could be a Pisces. I said that. The world. This is a shift or a change here. It's probably been undergoing for the past 3 to 6 months. Oh, I don't have no more orange popsicles. They gone. Hold on. Hold on. Pause for the cause. Did you eat your hash brown? Did you eat your eggs? You ain't ate nothing? It's time for lunch when I finish this video. You can have some yogurt, but you can't have those donuts, and I don't have an orange popsicle. Hold on. Sorry, I meant to exit out of the video so it don't create this gap. I forgot, but okay. We all set now. We compromised. It's 12 o'clock. I'm gonna let him have his doggone donuts. Every time I try to put my foot down, I cannot. Not with him, especially like he. All right, mommy time, mommy talk. But I swear, I just had like a realization, like, yeah, he is having one of those type of days where he is wanting to do what he wants to do, not wanting to listen. But he's feeling ungrounded, and I know why. I know exactly why. And that's not all his fault. It's not all his fault. And so sometimes on days where we don't quite feel like ourselves and we're not being ourselves and we really don't know why, it's just we're feeling kind of funky for a reason, any reason. It's the same thing with kids. Like, they need the same thing that I do. I have to have my coffee because it's comforting. He wants his donuts. He don't give a fuck about that damn food. He don't even care about lunch. He just wants something that is comforting, other than me. Because he be putting me out of his room right now. He is not one. I cannot be overbearing with him. And I love that. I love that. I had both sides. I had an overbearing mother, and then I had a very detached father, and a stepmother situation. So I had both parents in the home at one time, and then I was kind of raised by a single mother. So I kind of had all of the above. And I feel like my son, he just brings all of these different parts out of me that helps our reality to be a lot more balanced than mine was growing up. And I guess that's all you can really ask for. But it's amazing how children can help you. They can pull that out of you. They can show you what they need. Like, they can remind you of what you went through, who you were, what you needed, like how to make it better for them. I love that. All right, let's go back. So I'll probably put a pause for the cause, mommy time. Let's get back to your reading, Taurus. Okay, so Pisces, we have something tempting, or something was tempting you. May have fell into temptation. You may have started talking to somebody else here. Your energy is ancient and new, known by many names and people. You have a past life connection with someone, and that could have just, it took you out of a connection that you were already like detaching from. You had turned your back to the situation, maybe just to heal yourself. So you were trying to focus in on self-love, but then you had this past connection that called out to you, is what I'm feeling here. I'm not gonna get to everybody unless I unplug the microphone. An energy upgrade. Whoever this person was, you vibe with their energy better. I don't want to stop this reading. I think I'm just gonna plug up the microphone. All right. Okay, so I feel like you were tempted, or you ended up talking to someone else. Okay, so this connection could be changing altogether. I mean, honestly, this family member, this friend, it's like, I kind of wish you would not have intervened. You know, if I would have been aware of this, if I would have known this, I would have changed this, I would have, gotten rid of this, I wouldn't have let this happen to us. But in hindsight, someone could be ready to move forward or ready to move on. So I don't know, Taurus, if this is someone that you're dealing with, or if this is you and it's just coming up, with all of this water energy. But this is really giving Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio all over the place. As a matter of fact, like, the only thing here with Gemini, this is Gemini, not Taurus. The only thing I feel is this heartache. So maybe this is just a situation here that you are a part of, but it doesn't make you feel good. Um, it could even be a situation that's happening around you, and maybe there is need for understanding, okay, or to know what's going on and or why. I don't know, but I'm gonna leave that at that, okay. So let's move on to Cancer. But before I do, I'm gonna plug up the charger and unplug the microphone, so you'll still be able to hear me. It just won't have the same sound quality. Oh God, I gotta go get the charger. All right, let me pause the video. No, I'm gonna put a timestamp. Okay. Who's next? Cancer. Mhm. All right. And you know what? I'm gonna take a pause just because I can. Timestamps, that's what they're for. But I just realized we started off this morning. We were just all cuddled up to each other, which was healing because we went through something yesterday. It was temporary. It was expected to, because we got somebody that be running interference between the two of us, and we got back on the same page so quickly. We had a great evening. We had fun, and we did our thing. We chilled. We even ate dinner at the same time, and watched, what is that, those, those new swim things or whatever, like those swimming rooms. They're like a whole, it's like a mansion, but you go through all of these tunnels and stuff, and it's all these swimming pools and stuff. So anyway, we be talking about that because we want to go. But he loves to watch those videos on YouTube, so we watched that while we ate. So it's like we had Netflix and chill, well, YouTube and chill last night, and we woke up all cuddly, and but we both just felt ungrounded. Like, okay, but it's Wednesday. Like, don't we got stuff to do? I'm like, yeah, you got school. And if he goes to school, I have to find something productive to do so that I'm not like all like consistently on his head, because then he gets aggravated and then he doesn't want to do it. And it just works so much better when I let go. So I have to come and focus on my own shit. But then when we did that, it just, he still was out here. And it's like I was doing what I wanted to do, but also what I need to do. Like, I wanted to do a reading today, but I actually needed to do a reading today too. And for him, he doesn't mind going to school, but he needed something else. And for him, he needed those fucking donuts. He needed those donuts because he's not even out here now. And, well, of course, he got school still out here, but he can have free time now in his rooms after 12. But he was like right here. Like, I don't, y'all couldn't really see him, but he was like right here on the ground, crawling around. He would not leave the table. And it's just because we was having trouble just reacclimating. It's like when you feel like somebody got in the way, Oh, because we just got through Gemini. That's my shadow side. Yeah, when you feel like someone runs interference in your connection, when the two of you finally reconnect, it's kind of like you don't want to do anything else, but you need to. You got to get back to you. And as soon as possible is the better. Otherwise, we have a whole day where I probably wouldn't get anything accomplished because we would just be lazy all day, which would be okay, but not on a Wednesday. You can't get through a Wednesday being lazy. Thursday, yeah. Friday, yeah. Saturday, yeah. Sunday, yeah. But Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I just don't believe that anything goes right by being lazy Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. You just can't do it. All right. So, Cancer, let's go. Sorry about that little mommy break, but you know, if you know, you know. All right, we got the Hierophant, and if you don't, you don't. We got the Hierophant in reverse, rebellion, personal beliefs, and a free thinker. So you have a new approach, or you're taking a new approach to something. You could be rebelling against the old way of doing things. Yeah, the devil in reverse. You're setting yourself free, doing what you want to do the way you want to do it. This could also be you emancipating yourself from a connection or a job or a group. It could even be a religion, something that was very overbearing over you. It could have even become a situation that was addictive to you. You've reclaimed your power. You've released yourself. You set yourself free. Okay. So you could be detaching, I feel, from a group or a job or a person, something, even a family dynamic. There's something here that was not good for you. Was not good for you. And you may have had an addiction to trying to heal it or trying to fix it or becoming submissive to it. You know, like you like the appreciation or even the respect or adulation that you would get if you were to be accepting of it or submissive to it. Like you like the feeling or the acceptance, something like that. Like you would receive some kind of recognition for bending over and doing whatever the fuck this person. Okay, see, so for some of you this is in a relationship and this person was very dominating, but maybe like they only take care of business in the bedroom and you're releasing yourself from this situation. For others, this is, like I said, it's a family dynamic, a friendship, a connection, a relationship, a job. The devil and the Hierophant. Some of you, this could even be a cult or a secret society. It doesn't treat you well. It doesn't really benefit you. It doesn't take into account your own personal or internal value system. It could have been a situation where this person pushed you to your limit. You've had enough of their shit. You had enough of this shit. This is something that you had to confront and overcome. This is something that was challenging you. Um, yeah, it was challenging you, forcing you to step up to the plate. This is someone who could easily get you to, they could easily sway you through manipulation or temptation. Like they would get you on that maybe, you know, like, maybe I'll stay, maybe I'll do it. You know, maybe I'll go with it to a hell no. It went from maybe to a hell fucking no. Just no. You're letting go of something that I feel was toxic. It was toxic. It was controlling, overbearing. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it was clouding your joy, taking away your emotional fulfillment. This was a huge blockage. This is a huge emotional blockage. It's not just what you released yourself or who you released yourself from. It's the mindset that you have to take that or that you have to deal with that. This could be the end of a relationship. This could be the end of a situationship. Um, which could cause some gloominess, it could cause some distress, but mostly it's just, that's the distress, that's the, you know, woe is me, the kind of like the mourning of. But when you really look at what it is that you're losing, it's really joy behind that. So the the grief of losing something, because it feels like loss, but you can't lose something if it really wasn't of benefit to you. So what you did is actually get a burden off of you. You've released yourself from a burden, an obligation, some kind of contract that was forcing you into a feeling or into a way that did not feel good to you. So you liberated yourself. It's joy. It's this clouded joy. So this is actually what this was a blockage to your joy. It was a blockage to your true essence, and you're getting rid of that. You're getting rid of that. And even if you are like, you're not there yet, I feel like this is where you're going to get to, where it's like, fuck yes, like I'm happy that I did that for me, even if it's temporary. For some, you know, sometimes it's temporary. You need to put your foot down. You need to say no to something. You need to stand. If you stand for something, if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for any, like, stand for something or fall for anything. So I feel like you stood for something. Yeah. Queen of Cups in reverse. You got pissed the fuck off. Somebody pissed you off. This is you. Ace of Cups in reverse and a Queen of Cups in reverse. I mean, they pissed you the fuck off. Like, seriously. This person has a codependency. They're shallow. They're needy. They're weak. They're like, it was creating unnecessary drama in your life. Unnecessary drama for you. You just did not want this. You did not want this. You did not want to feel this. You did not want to, like, deal with this. This is not you. This is not who you are. And it could even be that someone was like pushing you into this energy where you would even have to feel this way. And that's not your truth. I feel like you got angry because you could see that someone was turning you into somebody that you're not. Could be like some kind of controlling abuse. Narcissistic people tend to abuse people this way. It's been a lot on the table, emotional manipulation, but it can really change and color your personality, where it can turn you into somebody that you're not. But it doesn't have that power if you take your power back, and that's what I feel like you did. But this was like, yeah, this was like having to overcome this. It was pushing you into this submissive energy, but you were being submissive. It's like a slave. Being a slave to someone who does not honor you, who does not respect you, who does not treat you the way you want to be treated, talk to you the way you want to be talked to, speak about you the way you want to be spoken to, think about you the way you want to be thought about, is not someone who can see you or your reality the way you mean it to be seen. It's someone who wants to color things or change things or direct things in an overbearing way. And it is like you feel suppressed. It was like not good for you at all. But it may work out for the other party, may work out for everybody else, but it doesn't work out for you. So it would push you to have to feel like it's not okay to honor yourself. You may have even felt selfish here. That's another, like, that's I don't know, gaslighting. This person may have made you feel bad about yourself because of the way they treated you. You know how you should be treated. Likely you are somebody with the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups. You are the Queen of Cups energy. But the Ace of Cups is the most love in the deck. So you're not used to being treated this way. You're not used to your love being taken for granted, or you being taken for granted. You're not used to people not seeing you, appreciating you, and giving you what it is that you deserve. Honestly, that's what you expect, and it's typically what you get. But this is someone who deliberately and intentionally withheld it from you in order to try to get you to bend to some kind of reality where you weren't deserving of this. This is selfish, narcissistic bullshit if I've never seen it. And it's a different kind of narcissistic. It's there's another word for it. There's a special place in hell for this kind of person. It's a special name for it. Oh, is it I don't know. Malignant narcissist? No. I don't know. There's another word for it. Knight of Cups in reverse. God. Heartbreak, deceit, disappointment, unrealistic goals. Okay, so this person continued to disappoint you. They continued to show you that what you were hoping for with them was unrealistic. Like, this person just flat out refuses to be it. They flat out refuse to do it. This is someone who, whatever reality you're seeing, and it's nothing but love here, but you're bleeding out. So you do need to close this up. This is a gaping wound that you need to close up. So hopefully, if this is your reading, okay, because this is water energy, you're all over the table, but all of your cards are in the reverse. This is definitely a situation you need to take your power back, but you have to stop bleeding first. You have to heal yourself. The first thing, though, is to detach from this person, this cycle of pain, and to realize you have to change how you see this situation. It's not that you're losing this person. Someone's created a codependency within you. This could be someone that plays on your insecurities, or they put you down, or they don't give you what you deserve. It's only to get you to a place where you are so broken that you literally just like you need for them to love you, you need for them to respect you, you need for them to see you. This is not good for anybody. It's not good for anybody. This is the, whatever this is, family, friends, a whole, like I said, a society, a job, they're shitty as fuck. I don't even care if it's if you married this person. Till death do you part, they killed you. So yeah, it's done. It's over. Whatever, like null and void. You understand? This is a soul contract that you really needed to get out of, and there is no going back to this because you don't exist here. You can't exist here. Somebody really tried to do a number on you, and you detaching and pulling your power back is going to have such a tremendous effect on them. They were projecting. That's why I said I can't find the words for it. I would have to go too deep into my head to try to find it, and it would take me out of this energy I'm in to channel. But there's a word for this where, and I'm not sure if it's gaslighting, but it's like someone trying to make you feel the way they truly feel. Whoever this person is, this corporation, this entity, they could not do half the shit that they're doing without you. It is like you that is really adding so much value to this situation here, that, and this person wants you to feel what they feel because it's who they're choosing to be. You're gonna see this, I feel. This is like, whoever this person is, they stripped you of your clarity. This is maybe even your ability to see yourself. This will take time to heal, but you definitely can. Let's see where you are. This could be the beginning of, no, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. You still may not see this. Yeah, this could be turning you cold-hearted. And that's good for a period of time. You just don't want to get stuck there. You would lose who you really are. The Queen of Cups in the upright, this is unconditional love at its best. It's the card, it's actually the queen that most closely resonates as the Empress energy. So all of the queens are a facet of the Empress personality, but the Queen of Cups is the most important. You know how you say the kitchen is the heart of the home. The Queen of Cups would be the heart of the Empress. It's the best part of the Empress. It's the most golden part of the Empress. You would lose that if you stay in this cold-hearted, rageful, overly critical, sarcastic, like just cold-hearted and careless, pessimistic energy. It probably is what got you out of this situation. It's probably what helped you to take your power back, to see yourself enough to detach from someone that you have poured so much of yourself into. Like, you know, when you get into these situations where there's longevity, or even just you had a long-term view, you've put so much of yourself in it. It's hard to tell where you begin and they end. You have to you're deeply uprooting this deeply entrenched cycle that you've been in. And it could take you away from you. It could turn you into someone that you're not, but it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. So, of course, you know, do what you need to do here. Let's see. I'm going to pull out the shadows. I feel like you're in the step that you're in right now could be this unbothered savage energy, like fuck you, you know, fuck everybody. But that's not your total truth. And not only do you have the ability to be so loving, which is so good for you because it keeps you in a high vibration where life works out for you, but then you also are able to get filled up and then give that love to other people too. Okay, with discernment, because this is somebody who don't deserve no love from you, so they don't get to sip from this fucking cup. But there are other people who can give to you reciprocally that you will be able to give to if you heal this. Okay, they're turning you into a Queen of Swords in reverse. That's a cold-hearted bitch. Okay, they're trying to turn you into a cold-hearted bitch. Nah, you a bad mama jamma, but not a, like, you could be a male or a female, like, but I'm saying you have a heart, you know? You have a heart. You have a heart. So yeah, being cold, savage mode, that's hot, that's sexy. But you know what it'll get you? Another lusty asshole, just like cold-hearted, lusty asshole. Just like, that's it. Like, that's what you'll get. Another one just like the one you had before. And you'll probably be able to do more damage to them so that after you, they're still going to be even more rude, even more ugly, even more distasteful. And that's not your problem, but what I'm saying is you don't want to keep going in the cycle of dealing with these type of assholes. You have to change that asshole within you. You can become the asshole so that you can conquer the asshole, but then you have to let that asshole go and return to your truth, which may be a little bit of asshole, but you know, mostly it's going to be you. So, yeah, haunted house. Within these haunted walls, secrets reside. Ghosts are just memories that will never die. So it's hard to forget about this person because they don't forget about you. Now, I don't know, your what you see with them was not good. Okay, your version of them is not good. So your thoughts about them are not good. But if you let it activate you emotionally, it just brings it back to the surface for this person. It just revives it all over again. And then they're feeling you, but guess what they're feeling? They're feeling all of the warmth, all of the love. So while you're reminiscing and seeing all of the ways in which this person has hurt you and harmed you, this is a toxic cycle that it's like hard to get out of if you keep recreating it. For some of you, you've already made this decision. You're not going cold because you want to be manipulative, because you want to draw this person in. You're going cold because you need to get out of this, because you're trying to cut the cord, sever the ties. Not because you want to play a game and you want to have the last word and you want to be in control of them. This is likely, whoever this is, whatever this situation is, they may like that. They may be okay with that, especially like if you're dealing with a job or something like that. They don't care as long as you come back, because they can't find anybody else that can do the job that you do. But then you never truly see your true value, and you never go on to a position at a job or a company that will really truly recognize you, respect you, and pay you what you deserve. So it's a trap. It's just a trap. And sometimes our ego likes that, like, oh, especially if it's a person, oh, they'll come back and they're going to be, you know, all over me, and they're going to be running after me. Yeah, but look what you're getting. Is it worth it? Like, I mean, okay. We have potion. Okay, some of you, you're turning into a witch and you like that shit. That's okay. That is a level underneath the Empress energy, though. It's underneath divinity. It is powerful, though. It is powerful. But what you're able to accomplish is temporary. It's temporary. It's not real. So the Empress energy is the only thing that it manifests things into reality where they're there to stay. It's yours. It's not just for the moment, or, you know, an illusion, or, you know, they're acting right because they had no fucking choice because you had them by the balls. No, this is like truly a transformation of not just yourself, but the other people, the other person, the other environment, the new company, the new job, the new family, the new friends, the new group. Like the changes that you're making in yourself are the changes that you will connect with other people, that they have made those changes as well. Otherwise, the witch is potions, pills and potions. You're just making it look good for the outside. You're making it so that you get what you want, but then it's not really rooted, grounded. It's not real. So what you're getting is going to be a temporary fix too. Okay? Just like pills and potions. It's all temporary. It's all temporary. So you may be able to do it, but it's going to be temporary. You may be able to get it back, but it's going to be temporary. You're only going to be happy with it temporarily. Yeah, Ten of Cups energy. It's like being able to create an illusion, a feeling, an experience, but it's an experience that won't last. It's a ride that is short-lived. Now, if you're doing that with, like, okay, you know, like a job, what do they call it? Means to an end. If you see it that way and you know that that's what it is, then you will create it, embody it, allow it to help you, guide you, lead you, carry you to your next direction where you get back down on your feet and become the real thing. That's one thing. But if you get swallowed into this cycle and you get to thinking that it's real, it's just going to take you back to this feeling again. This feeling of lack. Like, you know, yeah, I got it back or I created it, but it's still the same fucking thing. It still hasn't changed. And it's because you could not be changing. Just a word of caution that I see here, because this is a dark reading. It's a dark reading, but it could feel not so dark. Like, there's something here that is not the way you want it to be, but you may be pretending that it is. Yeah, we have Black Cat. Grace, mystery, and psychic abilities. Okay, so you could be a real thing. You could be doing this temporarily. You could know what this is, and you're going to take this ride. You're going to take this high, and you're going to allow it to take you to the other side. Okay, so you may be, okay, masterful. Masterful. The Empress is all the things, all the things. The Empress has witch capabilities too. She just doesn't have to use them. She doesn't have to resort to potions and pills and all of those things because she has divinity. She is those things. But in the time periods where she has to get down off of her throne, because empresses and emperors, they can go out into the battlefield with their with their whole, you know, what do you call it, army. They can go out into the battlefield too to defend their home. So when they have to do that, then she will have to resort to using her resources and pills, potions, whatever. She'll do whatever she needs to. She can be a witch if she has to. But her truth is that she doesn't have to use or do any of those things. But she can. But she doesn't have to. And so I feel like that's actually you, where you are maybe coming out of this dark phase where you had to resort to using all these things to help you or to make it easy, or, you know, it's not what you really want, but you're going to settle for it. And you know that all of this was temporary. You're like being resourceful and using every ability that you have that is humanly possible to get you back to where you need to be, so that you can rise into your truth again. Okay, I get it. So you know what? You likely may have been isolated with this Black Cat energy, but that's because it was like waiting for life to peter out where you got where you wanted to be. And then I feel like you're going to see the friends, the family, the connections, the job, everything that you were looking for. It can be attracted to you because you are coming back into your truth. You are probably moving through cycles so fast. Like I was saying, this feels dark. This feels a little mysterious. This feels like it's good, but it's temporary. But I feel like it was happening like this. Okay, so this could have just been a cycle that you just went through, but it's like you just did a spin. Okay, you just spent it off. For some of you, it happened within minutes, within hours. Okay, you had a connection, you reconnected, you went back, you fell into this trap. 2 seconds, you were there, you became aware. With the Ace of Cups in reverse, okay, my cup is spilling out, something didn't go right. Queen of Cups, I'm pissed, I'm angry, I see this fucker, I know who this is. With the ghost energy, potions, you resorted to using whatever you needed to in order to get out of this. Knight of Cups, you were healing and also dealing with the deceit, the turmoil, the disappointment, and you rose to the occasion of the conflict. Okay, you dealt with it. And then the Queen of Swords, you went cold. You covered all over with ice and got back to yourself, where you could be sitting comfy, nice, feeling right. Okay, so things could be right again. You just did a whole tailspin. I feel like you just went to war and then got back to business. What is that? I meditate or levitate, then off your fucking head. What's that song? Use a. It's a Kendrick Lamar song. DNA. Yeah, you got royal DNA. You got royalty in your DNA. Jesus Christ, this reading is gonna be way too long, so I am gonna have to break it up, you guys. So that was Cancer. Let's go ahead and put a pin in it, okay? So we're gonna stop at Cancer. I will be back and we will get through who's next? Leo to Scorpio. All right. Don't forget to give the video a like if you liked it. Subscribe. And as I tell you at the end of all of my videos, I'm in love with your souls. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.